Going to measure out the waist was 17 and 17.5. That's half of 35. So this here. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on one second. Let's see. What's going on with this sound? I don't want to hear my voice. I want y'all to hear me. Okay. Let me log out and I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna start it right back up. And let's see if that works. I pray to God it does. If not, let me do this. I wanna send y'all to where I'm actually live. The actual page that I'm live on. Grace. Mercy. Lord. Okay. If y'all can't hear me here, if you can hop over to that page that I just wrote on here, it's a TikTok page. You can hear me on that one. I'm not sure what's going on with the sound with this iPad. And I'm very sorry. But y'all can't hear me here, just hop over to that one and I've got the same video going. I'm sorry again. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying, y'all. This sucks. Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna log back in 1 second. Okay, go back. Live. Okay, I'm hoping everybody can hear me on this one over here. I hope y'all can hear me. If not, I'm just gonna keep it going over here. But we were talking about measuring. So 17.5 is is a half of 35, which was for my waist. So what we're gonna do now, we are actually going to measure. I'm going to pull this fabric to where you can see it. We're going to measure from the corner of this all the way down, and I'm going to go to 19 and a half just because I want to do 2 extra inches. So now I'm making my markings on my material. I hope y'all can hear me. If not, just hop over to my Grace and Mercy org page. It's tagged in some of the videos on this page. It's tagged in some of the videos. So if y'all can't hear me here, then hop over to my Grace and Mercy page. You can find a link that takes you directly to that page and some of my videos on my TikTok page. So I'm going back to it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work both of these platforms. So now I'm measuring the 17.5, which is my waist, but since I need extra 2 inches seam allowance, I'm going to go down to 19 and a half. So I am marking my material at 19 and a half because I know that that's as far as that's the material and that's the measurement that I need for my waist. So right now, what I can do, because I know that I'm going to be using this measurement and this piece of fabric for my pant leg, I am just going to go ahead and fold it. I'm gonna fold my material. And I can actually, once I cut this in half, I can actually go ahead and cut the rest of this material off this side, because this right here is going to be my 2 pant legs. This one and this one. Okay? So right now what I'm about to do, again, I fold it on center fold. This is my center fold. The center fold is where the material is not cut. And the reason we cut on center fold is because we want to have a full piece of material. Like for these pants that I have on, this material was cut on center fold. You don't see a seam on the side. You don't see any kind of thread going down the side. You only have the thread going down here and here in the middle. And so this was the centerfold for this material when whoever made these pants. So I'm going to get my material even on my table. Get my stick pins. I'm going to pin it because I don't want it to come apart. And it's very important that you use stick pins. Some people they all the way professional at this and they can do anything, they can do without stick pins. With me, no. I got to have my stick pins. So now, you got to get that machine out, girl. Chris Greenlee, get that machine out so you can start making some stuff. There's money in the machines. And I ain't going to tell you, hold on, so much fabric, it's all cotton. I don't know what to make. Okay, you got imagination. You can make a lot of stuff. So you can make aprons. You can make stuff for women to wear around the house. You remember back in the day, our grandmamas had aprons. They had the skirt aprons. They had the overall style aprons. Make some aprons. If you don't want to make aprons, you can make blankets with that, baby blankets. Like, you can make curtains. And all of these things are very easy to make. So, okay, so I'm gonna help you with this creativity. You got so much. Look, if you got a machine and you got that much fabric, that means you got a great imagination. So I want you to stay encouraged. Have you heard of the jelly roll? I have never heard of a jelly roll rug. I'm sorry. That's a first. A first for me. Never heard of it. All right, you guys. So what I'm doing now, I'm about to cut my fabric. So remember, I got my measurements. My full leg from my waist all the way down was a 36. But I went down to 39 because I look it up. I like long pants. I like them to be dramatic. So that's why I'm making these long. So I folded my material on center fold. Center fold. Remember, center fold is this. If your pants don't have a seam on the side where it was sewn together on the side, that was the center fold for that one pant leg. You got an inner seam. This is where the seam was because they didn't want to disturb the fabric with the cut. That's why you don't have a cut on the side. And so that's what we're doing with these. We're not going to have a cut on the side at all. We're just going to have the cut on the inside of the pant leg. All right, so I got my material even out. I got a pin. I want to make sure this bottom part is exact. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Okay, let's make sure this fabric is exactly the same measurement at the other end. And you guys go to Joann Fabric and rack up on this material. Like, I was able to get some matte jersey material. I was able to get some chiffon. I got some spandex, some cottonless spandex material. I got several things for like $100, and it was over 12 yards of fabric. So go get you some. Don't miss out. All right, so I need to bring this over a little more. Just a little bit more. And so what I'm doing, I'm just making sure I'm cutting the exact amount of fabric that I need. I don't want to cut too much and I don't want to cut too little because I'm going to be creating not only these two pant legs, but I'm going to be creating a waist band as well. These just going to be some pull-on pants. And I want to make sure that the measurements are exactly right. I had thought about a zipper, but I was like, a zipper ain't gonna make these comfortable like I want them to be comfortable. So we ain't put no zipper. We're just gonna pull these bad boys on because this material has a 4-way stretch, which is awesome. All right, I'm gonna measure down. Yep, still in my 39, which is good. And so now I'm going to take my roller and I'm going to go straight across just to cut this fabric. All right, I got that cut down here. And so now I need to go straight up the side of my material so that I can get rid of the excess material that I don't need. And if I have enough fabric left, which I'm sure I will, I might create like a little, not a halter top, but some kind of little top. Because I have way more than enough fabric left. All right, so now we'll cut straight up the side. And yeah, I want everything that I do, I want it to be from beginning to end with y'all so that we can do it together. Y'all can ask questions. And if I miss your questions and I don't ever answer the question during the live, please just send me a direct message and I'll respond to you. I really will. So don't think that I won't. All right, so I'm not done with this, but since I got this fabric right here left, and we know my waist is a 35, I'm gonna cut 35, 36 and a half inches so that I can have my material for my waist. So let's see what we got, what we're working with. Yes. 32. 33, 34, 35, and then we're going to 35, 36 and a half is where we're going to stop right there. All right. And this right here going to end up being a top. So when I make this waistband, I'm going to end up folding this fabric in half, depending on how wide I want the waistband, which would probably be like about that wide. This is going to get sewn onto the top of my pants. And excuse me if y'all hear them dogs barking. So this is going to end up being a waistband. Not all of this fabric, but I'm trying to just give you a picture. This is going to be my waistband for my pants. See? You see, I left extra room for error with my material. All right. So back to the pattern, the fabric. I'm so excited. I wish y'all could see all the way down. This is going to be so pretty. All right. So now we got the material cut. What we're going to do now, we are going to take the pattern. I'm going to take this pattern, and I'm going to lay this pattern on top of my material, but I'm laying it at the centerfold because where I'm going to where I'm going to sew is going to be right here in the between the legs, not on the exterior of the leg. So kind of want to make this easy because some people need a better step by step. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half, just because I want y'all to have, just because I want you to have a better visual and it not be overwhelming. So I have to remind myself. See, I always tell me, hey, Ashley, make that more simple for me, and I make it more simple because I don't want this to be challenging. Because it's not. Sewing is not challenging. It's not hard. That's what prompted the writing of the book Sewing Seeds right here. because some of the people think that sewing is hard. It's not hard at all. No, it's not. It requires patience. So if you don't have your copy, go get you a copy. It's on TikTok Shop. It's on as many platforms as you could possibly think of, even these major store brands. So go get you a copy. And that way you can follow along with the class. You can follow along with the lesson. Whatever you need to do, you're going to be successful. And if y'all hear this whistle in my background, we got some really, really strong winds coming through here. So y'all bear with me. All right. So I just went ahead and cut the fabric in half. So now, since I have that in half, I'm going to fold my material center fold. Folding it center fold. Okay? That's my center fold. And so what I'm going to do now, since I have this folded center fold, I'm not going to cut on my center fold. I'm only going to cut over here where I'm going to do my sewing, which is going to be on the inner part of the pant leg. And I do my best to make sure that my material is laid out perfectly even, only because I don't want to not use all of the fabric that I allotted for the pattern. So now what I'm going to do, I'm taking this says size 8 pant leg. This don't matter what size the pant leg is because I have measurements for it. But what I'm going to do, because this says front pant leg, I know what cut I need for this pant leg. So all I'm doing is taking my pattern and laying it on top of the material. And I'm just going to cut. That's it. At this point, I'm going to use my fabric scissors because I want to make sure that for one, that my fabric don't move when I'm cutting. I don't even have to worry about this part of the material, like of the fabric or of the cut, because these are going to be wide leg pants. So if you look here, look down, I just cut my pant leg out. This is a pant. This is just one pant leg right here. And so when I get ready to sew it together, I'm going to be connecting these two right here straight up the middle. It's very easy. So just want to show y'all that because we're going to sew these pant legs together when we get to the sewing it together part. But right now, I want to make sure that we got this much done, cutting the pattern out for the pant leg. And then I'm also going to, I am going to make pockets for these pants just because I like pockets. I don't like to have to carry a purse all the time. So we are going to make pockets. And when we insert these pockets, when I make a cut for the pockets, it is going to be on the exterior of the pants where the centerfold is, but it won't have to be a huge cut. It'll be like a small slit to about right here. And when I make that cut, I'm going to sew the pocket into the pants. That's it. But we're going to get to that part. I just want to take y'all step by step because this is not, like sewing is not hard like people make it seem like. As long as you got an ear to hear and you can pay attention, or you can at least take good notes, you can sew. All right. So now I'm going to do the same thing I just did over here. Cut my fabric. And now I have two pant legs. Boom, boom. Two pant legs right here, y'all. You see that? So how easy was that? And these wide legs, these ain't even gonna be these aren't gonna be skinny legs and nothing like that. But see that? I got 2 separate pant legs. All I gotta do now is sew together. So now, what I'm about to do, I want to go ahead and cut my pockets out. This right here is for my waistband. So I know that I'm using this fabric for my waistband. But here, I don't know if some of you were with me last time I did the pocket pattern. But if you weren't, you finna find out how easy it is to make a pocket. Super easy, I promise you. And so what you're gonna do when you make a pocket, fold your fabric centerfold. Again, it's just so much easier to do centerfold, and the reason I say that is because it keeps you from cutting so much fabric that you be like, dang, I'm still cutting fabric for all these pieces. Because sewing can be, because of its redundancy, it can be overwhelming for some people, but it don't have to be. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing right now, I know I'm gonna end up sewing this edge. I already know that. What I'm doing, I'm taking my hand and I'm making me a pocket. Okay? Simple as it. I'm making a pocket. And my pocket ain't gonna be perfect right now. I'm going to perfect it just because I like to perfect everything that I do. But yeah, I'm making me a pocket. It's almost like making a mitten. So once you get done cutting it, you'll have like a mitten shape. And once you get your little mitten shape, you're like, okay, I got my pocket. So this is, like I said, it ain't gonna be perfect just because I usually use a pattern to cut this. And if I haven't shown y'all the pattern, I'm gonna show it to you now because I want you to make sure you got your own patterns. This is a pocket pattern. So if you don't have a pocket pattern, you gotta make one. It's gonna be inside. Right, it's gonna be inside the pants. So I'm not worried about this pocket. Exactly right. What's your name, baby? Hold on, Kenya. I don't know. I wish I could say this right. Aki, something like that. But thank you. So yeah, this is gonna be on the inside of my pants. Okay, so I'm gonna cut another one. This time I'm gonna use a pattern just so it'll look better, because I don't want a perfect cut. I'm gonna be real. All right, so I'm taking my pocket pattern. I'm just gonna cut. And because of the style pants these are, they don't need a back pocket, so I ain't cutting no back pocket. Alright. So I got my 2 pockets right here that I'm gonna insert on the inside of these pants. And I got my 2 pant legs and I got my waistband. So girl, I'm happy to hear that. Okay, making wide leg pants is not hard. Just get her waist, get your mom's waist measurements, get her thigh measurements, get her hip measurements. That's the key. If you got them 3, you straight. Because once you get ready to cut down the leg, all you just need is the length of the leg. It don't have to be, because you're not using a particular shape when it comes to the wide leg pants. Unless you're trying to get some, you're trying to make her like some fit and then flare, then yeah, you need all the measurements. But not hard at all to make these. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut my waistband. I'm just really torn about how wide I want it to be because I do like things that come over my waist. So is it too wide? This is a little too wide. You got it. You got it. All right. That's about 3 inches wide to be a good waistband width. Yeah, I had so many ideas running through my head when I bought this fabric. And I was like, I want some palazzo pants. I want some wide neck pants. I want this. I want that. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll do some overalls. And I was like, no overalls. So now I know what I want. And I'm going to show y'all this. I got this from Joann's. This is beautiful. This fabric right here. I got this from Joann's. This is it's got a one-way stretch. It's a little tight that way, but it's got a really nice stretch too. But I bought this from Joann's, and I bought this from Joann's. I want to make a dress with this fabric. And to go underneath it for my lining, I ain't gonna lie, I'm indecisive. I'm either gonna use a white lining or this one, because I also got this from Joann's. And it's got a pretty pink sheen to it, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Right, I am gonna I ain't wearing no crop top with this, but then at the same time, I don't know what kind of shirt I'm gonna wear with these pants, but yeah, I got a mommy navel with stretch marks. So I ain't trying to show my navel to the world. Thank you. All right, so now I'm about to cut this waistband. I think 3 inches gonna be good. And I know my daughter, she probably gonna be like, let me have it, because she and I were the same size, and she just 11 now. She tall, she my height, and she wear the same size clothes as me. That's crazy. But hey, it is what it is. Alright, so now for my roller, I'm gonna use this to cut it. I'm cutting, I folded my material center fold because I want to keep my waistband full. And so since I'm keeping my waistband full, I'm just gonna cut this off, because I'm gonna sew this together down here, because I don't want a thick one. I don't like thin waistbands. So we're gonna get this cut. Alright, so now I got my waistband. That's gonna go at the top of my pants. And then if I think it's too wide, I can always make it a little bit smaller. We'll see when we get there. All right, so I got my pockets. I have my waistband, pockets, waistband, and I have both my pant legs right here. And I cut every time you make a cut, it needs to be cut on center fold and on stretch. Don't forget to always cut on the stretch, because if you don't cut on the stretch, then you're going to end up with some tight material. Somebody ain't going to be happy. This is not a self-healing sewing table. It's just wood, so it doesn't have ridges. It's completely flat. Let me see. Every time make a cut, yes, make sure it's on center fold. And the reason you want to make sure it's on center fold is so that your material is not disturbed. So when you have disturbed material, it's when you cut it, right? When you have a center fold, you have a full material. So if you got a pair of pants or a skirt, right, you only got some skirts have the zippers just only in the back. They ain't got no side seams or nothing. They cut that material on the centerfold so that they only sewed in one spot. So when you when you fold your material on centerfold, you're folding it so that the material, this is where I'm not cutting. I'm not going to touch this. And then sometimes too, some people do cut on the centerfold so they can make two of the same pieces. Two of the same pieces to sew together. Thank you for the gift, Amber. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. So just remember, y'all, that. Oh, and I think somebody asked me, what am I making? I am making some wide leg pants. That's it. With a waistband and some pockets. That's it. I want to make something simple with the class for the first time. And then once we sew this together, then we're gonna start making skirts, then we're gonna start making dresses, then we might hop into some baby clothes. Like it's a lot of stuff that I want to teach and a lot of stuff that I want to expose to everybody because sewing is not hard. Like it's not hard at all. And I hate that people think that sewing is hard because it's not. So that's what we're gonna do. We finna make some pants. We finna make some everything. So let's see. That's to you, Amber. I want to make sure I celebrated you. I don't make a lot of my own clothes. I used to, and I used to make them for a lot of people who were in my hometown in Memphis, Tennessee. But then when I moved to, okay, I saw all of those patterns on sale, but I didn't grab any. And what was I about to say? If you guys go onto Mood Fabrics, MOOD Fabrics with an S, you will find free patterns on there, and they have pictures of like just like the ones you would buy in the store. They have the picture on the front of the package. They have free patterns on there. They show you exactly how to make them. I don't. I've never printed them off, but I mean, it won't hurt if I ever did. So, how do I move this little thing up? Okay, I'm just moving it. So you can get them for free because I don't want y'all spending all y'all money on patterns and stuff like that when you don't have to, because it's a lot of websites online that specialize and they just sell fabric. They have a section that's almost like a little university where you can go download free patterns. So I want y'all to take advantage of that. And when I get a chance, I'll make a flyer and I'll put the links on there. Hopefully I can make them active links so you can just click on them, but I will make sure that I put a list of the websites and the direct websites to those sections so that y'all could so that you can go on there, because I'm all about saving money. I want to help other people save money and make money. So that's why I am. So this is all we're gonna do today. Like I was saying, if y'all haven't bought your textbooks, because I am trying, it's not important to me to get into the Hillman talk. Oh, God loves you too, and thank you for that. Thank you. If y'all have not gotten your Sowing Seeds textbooks, get your Sowing Seeds textbooks. I will be hosting Zoom classes. I will give more information about that. I will be hosting Zoom classes. I'll be teaching sewing. Now, keep in mind, I always want to give this disclosure. This Sowing Seeds textbook, it is faith-based. It is interactive. For those of you who are believers, and even if you just got questions, this is a great book to buy. In this book, you will find where the scriptures align with sewing and creativity and imagination. You're able to journal here. We have a full community on our website. This book can be purchased on TikTok Shop, Walmart.com, and probably 8 other stores. So my goal is I'm not on here to preach to you. I am on here to just teach you, because I believe that if all of us take the skills and the knowledge that we have and share with other people, we'll be able to help grow communities. We'll be able to help young people, boys and girls, because there's a lot of boys out here who love fashion, but they just ain't gonna say nothing. But a lot of children and a lot of young adults and old adults, we all, everybody wants somebody to be there for them or want somebody to like the stuff that they like. So you know what I'm saying? So when I say that, this book right here really has, for the people who have already purchased it, they have already instant message me, text me, oh my God, this is life-changing. And I have a neighbor, he and his wife have a copy, and they're Spanish, and because I have the book in Spanish, and the husband was like, I've never seen anything like this. He was like, this is going to change so many lives, and my goal in life is to help change lives. and help people grow and learn to love themselves, because we all go through something. We all going through something, and most of us don't share it. And so I just want y'all to know you're not alone. Whatever you're going through, you are not alone. I promise you, you're not. And trust me, God sees all, He knows all, and He'll put the right people in your life to help you through what you're going through. But like I said, I'm not on here to push this book in your face, but I am here to tell you that this book is, like, when I say it's a great book, like, God gave me this idea back in 2016, and I finally, when I say finally, I finally was able to create it and make it into a physical thing last year. So you want to grow, you want to. Oh, Amber, I'm so glad I was here. And I almost didn't get on today, but I was like, nope, I'm getting on. Something was like, get on, get on, get on. And so I got on. So I'm glad you're here. And I'm gonna do my best to be here every day, because at one point I was. So I'm getting back consistent. So I don't know how to put a poll on here, because I would like for y'all to tell me good times for y'all. I have had 2 or 3 people say that noon was good for them Central Time, or 6 p.m. was good for them. But I need to know what works for everybody, because I want to make sure that I'm here, on here. I'm talking to y'all and interacting with you guys as often as possible. Hi, everyone. Sherry, Anthony, Dominic, Dalian or Dalian, Lashona, Joe, hey, how y'all doing? I hope y'all having a wonderful day. Consuelo, welcome, welcome, welcome. So okay, so I can go back to the lives and upload the recording. Yes, I have my laptop over here recording. I have and doing a live, and I have these 2 devices doing lives, but I can go back and pull from them. So I try to record every video that I do, just because. Okay, I'm Central Time. I'm in Texas, so I'm gonna do my best. Like, y'all just tell me. You can what's the word I'm looking for? You can send me like the direct messages, and tell me what times work good for you all, and that's fine. Now I will be posting. I'll post my video recordings on here, TikTok. I post them on Facebook. I post them on YouTube, and I also post them on Patreon, because Patreon is where I'm going to be doing the teaching. So I want to make sure that the information is available for everybody, and wherever you look, you'll find it. So even when you ain't looking, you'll find it. But I just want to say I love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. When we come back tomorrow, we're gonna be sewing these pants together. We're gonna pin them together first, then we're gonna sew them together. I got my baby over here ready. I was playing with her earlier today. She is ready. So we're gonna hem the pants up. We're gonna do it all. So I just want to let y'all know. Send me messages and let me know what time's good for you guys, and I will I'll check it today. I'll check it a little bit later today, and whatever time y'all say is good for y'all, then I'll go ahead and make mental notes, and also put it on my clock, the alarms and stuff, so that I can prepare to get ready to hop on, so I can engage with my class. I'm enjoying this. I really hope y'all are enjoying it. This means a lot to me, just to be able to hop on this platform with you all, and just share what I love, and help help y'all cultivate and learn and develop in something you love too. So I see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day, and stay safe. All right, see you then. Bye.